Alright, class, we are going to learn how to draw the rock cycle, the entire thing. And I want you to draw it the way I draw it. And you're going to draw it in your notebook on a blank page. Okay, so what we're going to do is a little bit different from where the book has it. We're going to start on the bottom with magma and lava because, you know, below, that's where the magma and lava is. Magma and lava. Okay? And then the next thing that's going to happen is we're going to draw an arrow over here this way into our first type of rock that happens right after magma. So the first type of rock that happens right after magma is igneous rock. So that's igneous rock. And there are two types of igneous rock. How does magma get to be igneous rock? Very simple. Cooling. That's the process. This arrow represents the process. Okay, you have two types of igneous rock. You have intrusive and you have extrusive. Now you also need to know the names of these, the examples. Well, intrusive igneous rocks have large crystals because they cool off slowly. Extrusive igneous rocks have small crystals because they cool off very quickly, so they don't have time to bake in. So your large crystals and your intrusive rocks are granite, diorite, and gabbro. The extrusive igneous rocks are obsidian, it's the one that looks like glass, pumice, it's the one that has holes in it, and then you have rhyolite, and you have andesite, the one you guys have heard of before, basalt. Also called basalt, but you can call it basalt. It's an oceanic crust. Igneous rocks can then become sediments. Sediments, little tiny pebbles, through something called erosion and deposition. Erosion and deposition. Okay? And from sediments, the process is called lithification. That means you're making it into a rock. Okay? Lithification, you become sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rock, of which there are three types. Okay? Three types. Your first type, there's a lot of them, is called clastic. Your second type is called chemical. And your third type is bio, or biochemical. All right? Under these categories, clastic rocks, you have a lot of them. You have conglomerate. It looks like basically it's somebody's driveway. You have something called breccia. Sandstone, which looks like it's been made out of sand. Siltstone. And shale. Okay? For chemical, you just have limestone and salt. And for biological, you have limestone again and coal. Coal is made over millions and billions of years. All right? Now, going from there, got a big arrow here. Going from there, we have our third type of rock, which is metamorphic. And there are two types. Two types. Two types of metamorphic rock. Well, how do you get to be a metamorphic rock? You get to be a metamorphic rock by something called metamorphism or metamorphism. Okay, now, two types of metamorphic rock. All right, you have foliated, and the other is non-foliated. Okay, thing jumped. Okay, you also need to know the types of each. So foliated, okay, slate, schist, and gneiss. Those are your main type. Slate, schist, and gneiss. And non-foliated, you have marble, quartzite, and anthracite. And you can always begin the cycle again by melting. So this cycle goes round and round and round and round and round. Okay? Round and round. So you go from magma, cooling it to these igneous rocks, of which there's two types, to sediments, from lithification to sedimentary rocks, of which there's three types. Through metamorphism, you go to metamorphic rocks, of which there's two types, and melt back again to lava. So you need to know all this and the rocks and where they fall into.